I'll take this one as we're talking about, in case you missed it, Cedric, a little Major League Baseball for you. Jessica Mendoza, who people have come to know on Sunday Night Baseball, ESPN's broadcast. She's done a lot of those over the last couple of years. Hired as an advisor by the Mets. And in Oklahoma City, people know Jessica as a softball player. She was on Stanford's teams, made the Women's College World Series back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Then she became an Olympian. Now in baseball, she comes back still and does some of the broadcasts for ESPN for Women's College World Series. But really a first. There's some other women that are in leadership roles in Major League Baseball. But Cedric, I think this is, again, one of those times when we look around and say it's not going to be long before you see a Becky Hammon possibly coaching as a head coach in the NBA. There are NFL teams hiring women as full-time, moving towards full-time assistants. I think it's really only a matter of time before we see those spots continue to be filled by women. It's a really, really interesting story to me.
It's really refreshing because I don't watch a lot of MLB until October. I'm just going to be honest. That's when it gets interesting to me. But every so often I check out Sunday Night Baseball, and Jess Mendoza is as good as anybody with the analysis. She brings a fresh approach to it, and it's kind of nice to know that the organizations have started to recognize that it's not just men that know the game. Women are very informed, very smart. They follow the game. She has a background as an athlete, so she knows the psychology of sports. She knows the ins and outs. She's a studious type person who's always ready, always prepared. And this is just the start. There are going to be other women that get these kind of advisory positions. Good for Jess Mendoza. She's a fun watch on Sunday night, and she's only going to do more great things. Good for her.
Yeah, and by the way, she's going to keep that job doing Sunday Night Baseball. So even though she's advising the Mets, she's still going to be on TV, so you can still catch her on those ESPN broadcasts.